We want a leader. It's in here. He got to come out in you.
The only thing we just rely on is election campaign, and then we bring up leaders. To the point of
it's from my village.
The legislature is supposed to become a
Christian. You understand? They go to churches, they go to mosques.
No. That's the problem we have. That's the problem we have.
But there's money in the country, just that we don't invest. We don't try to make money.
Every human being we want more than less in economic theory.
A very good morning to you all. Daddy Chris is here this morning with a theme, and it is the weekly bulletin. What is weekly bulletin? This is where we take a look at all that has happened within the week. Of course, some of the top headlines, and of course, we will still look at today's daily, because so many things must have happened yesterday. And as you know, we are complete. When I say complete, we are complete. We are complete everywhere. We are in Lagos, Abuja, and in Asaba. So today, we're going to be talking to them, and they're going to be feeding us with reports from these different regions. Hey, if you are in anywhere in Nigeria and you want to be part of this show, you can actually put up your report and send it to us, and we have you as one of our correspondents. We might be permanent, we might be working with you. Anyway, that is just an open invitation. Well, it's a great day. As usual, what we do best on this show is we talk and talk and talk. Why are we talking? Because this is a television. What is television? Television is a place where we talk to each other about ourselves. And this week, we've been looking at the economic emancipation of the Nigerian state. The first day when I was on the show, I was more or less looking at how we can save our economy using the agricultural sector, because that's how we started. That is our comparative advantage. I use the word comparative advantage. I don't see us competing with the West in terms of maybe starting to make televisions. We can, if we can speed it up, but there's an advantage here. I see us being blessed with natural resources and with the new technology, which is the AI or whatever internet have to teach us. If we use it to build on our soil, we'll be selling something special to the West, and the West have something to sell to us. It's going to be concentrating on your comparative advantage. That's what we were taught in economics. Anyway, we'll be taking a look at all that on this show today, but as usual, I have Asaba and I have Lagos with me. Let's quickly see people in Asaba. They are looking very handsome this morning. Asaba, Benjamin, and Co. Okay, so all of a sudden your network will disappear.
Good morning, please.
Morning. How are you guys over there?
Good morning, Daddy. Good morning. Very fine. Thank you.
It look as if people in Asaba, Benjamin always like to come out in blue. Is it a sign of the blue heart, the big heart, or you want to represent your state always? It's like you're very patriotic, sir.
Yes. Blue is the color of the state, so sometimes I try to do that when I come on air.
You see, because this girl is not loyal at all. Our dear lady is not loyal. You're not loyal to the state too. Tell me you go match with Benjamin. Anyway, let's see what you have. Anyway, Lagos is also right here with us. Vivian, how are you?
I'm very well. Good morning, sir.
Morning. How are you guys doing?
Lagos is fine, but thank God.
Well, a lot is happening in the country. I know it's all about Natasha at the moment, and people are just trying to see what they can do to save Natasha or save the girl child. So with anything, women with the fear. So we are trying to be careful. And I said to Akpabio, you go pray. Make person when they talk to me not lie against you. Because this battle you started, you're gonna fight women. What a big shame. I don't fight women no, because nobody has done it and succeeded. Even God, when he created them, not even fight and defeat them. I mean, I lie, Evelyn. You talker. Anyway, I know the story of Natasha is still booming, and in fact, it's not going to end very soon. I think the Senate, they made a very big mistake. They shouldn't have suspended her. They allowed the matter to play down, and then just seek internal resolution. This nonsense they are doing now. As far as I'm concerned,
yes.
As far as I'm concerned, they're wasting our money because we have more pressing issue than to be discussing now. Sir? If they want to sell for the care, they can do that. We have issues. People are hungry. The country need to move. This is the thing Nigeria don't understand. Nigeria is the biggest black nation on earth. Meaning, if Nigeria fail, the rest of the black race failed. Now, this is the implication. You don't, how can Nigeria not fail? One of the biggest weapons a man will have is to be able to feed himself. A man that cannot feed himself, are you a man? In fact, in those days, they'll come and take your wife. Or they will even take your children as slaves. Or even you as a slave. That was before slavery started. That was how slavery happened in Africa. Meaning a man that cannot feed himself is a slave. And when you are a slave, you can't make statements, you can't make speeches, you can't talk with battle. And that's what we see. Nigeria today cannot talk. The black man have no place. Not because we don't have it, because we are not feeding ourselves. So that's why the issue, when I brought the issue of the economy and looking at how we can use agriculture to save ourselves, is so important to us as a people. Anyway, today, let's look at what our governors are doing, because that's what I want to see. I want to see what is happening in Delta first. Let people in Asaba, what is going on in Delta State? Is your governor trying to save us from where we are? Because I know, you know why I want us to focus today. Sometimes when I talk about the state, the individual government performance, they tell me so many big grammar. And the first thing I ask is that, are you able to feed yourself? As much as your governor is trying or your president is trying, are you feeding yourself? Because if you're not feeding yourself, you will be sold away into slavery. Let's go back to history. So hopefully we can feed ourselves. So I hope the governor of Delta State is feeding you guys. Let's hear from Delta. Over to you.
Well, as far as agriculture is concerned, I can safely say that there's no conscious effort on the part of government as it concerns agriculture. There's no conscious effort at farming, improving farming techniques and farming generally. So food security is not guaranteed. The other factor is the safety of farm. The few farmers who go to the bushes, their safety is not guaranteed because of the headsmen who attack, rape, and do whatever, and kill. So,
Benjamin, I'm confused. Who are the headsmen? The thing is confusing me. You understand? I know when people say it, I get confused. For headsmen to come to my village, for instance, I know my village in those days. Headsmen come there to rape our mother. It's not going to happen. Something has gone wrong. How can headsmen enter our community, our farm? In those days, I don't say this. We have people called you, they are the one that goes into the forest, into the farmland. Who are you to come into Ogara in those days and say you want to do evil? Where does this culture get lost? How do we get? What do we still have communities at all? Because all these things you're telling me, headsmen are doing this, headsmen are doing this, headsmen are doing this. Where are the locals?
Nowadays, the headsmen are armed with sophisticated weapons, and the locals are not even allowed to hold any weapons because of because of whatever reason. Yes.
Yeah. All right. But I saw a report. I think okay, but tell us anyway, what is your governor doing? Let's keep it simple. Because headsmen, let's not go into headsmen this morning. What is your governor doing to put food on our table? But let's start from there. I know you guys going to tell me about infrastructure. Do you have any report? Because I saw a beautiful video from Delta State. We share that with everybody. Maybe we'll start from there because this is what you guys said to me from there.
Seen a good number of projects that we're executing across different spectrum, both in the education sector, in the health sector, in the road sector, in the agriculture sector, and of course, in many other areas, particularly with respect to human capital development that borders on the number of skills acquisition that goes across the 3 senatorial districts.
Let me arrest this man first. Why is it that, sorry, guys, those of you watching, I'm going to play the video again, so I'm going to use it to end the show. Why is it that Delta State have the culture of giving people uniform? It's a program for television because the way you choreograph it, the way the people are well dressed, they spend money in doing uniform. I don't understand this. And I can see the drone work here. Who is doing this? Is this broadcast on our local television, Benjamin?
The Ministry of Information is doing that. There is an office for that.
for filming the good work of the governor, and they're showing it on our television. It's on. It's not shown on our local TV, or it's go to channels. There's a question now. Anyway, let's watch the video to the end, because I find it fascinating, because everything you do in Delta State, they always have this well-dressed, all colorful. That is something people yellow. This one orange, and then it's blue. And I just don't know how much they spend on that. Is it the purpose of the program? Is it the choreography that is important, or the program itself? Let's watch the video to the end, because I think I'm talking too much.
Okay.
Let me see.
Our people in Delta North and Delta South are not exempted from these different programs. And for emphasis, I need to mention the local governments in the southern senatorial districts. You have Isoko South and North. You have Warri South and North, as well as Warri Southwest. You have Patani, you have Burutu and Bomadi, 8 local governments in that particular senatorial district. In Isoko South, we have a good number of roads that we are building, and the people are seeing it in Isoko South. In Isoko North, apart from the fact that we have had cause to also commission projects there, you have also seen what the roads we are building there. The university, the Southern Delta University, which is located in Isoko North, you could see the amount of structures we are also building in that place. We have also continued efforts at ensuring that the technical college at Iri is completed in good time. That's also in Isoko South. All those things are ongoing. You also realize not long ago I had the privilege of representing His Excellency at the groundbreaking ceremony of the College of Health Technology at Ovrodi. That school, we inspected it not long ago, and you could see the amount of speed that's being brought to bear on that particular project. The Asaba Ugeli Express, which comes across the 3 senatorial districts, you could see the amount of speed, particularly in Sector A, Sector C1 and C2. C2 is already completed, and then C1 is progressing speedily, even with accompanying bridges and culverts. That is progressing speedily. Now, when we leave there and we proceed to Patani, you will also see that we are working on the road in Udofori, which is in Patani. There are also schools, secondary schools, that we're also renovating in Patani. Water projects are also going on. If you proceed from there and you move to Bomadi, you do know that the Ohoro Bomadi Express, which is about 47 kilometers, is ongoing and is being handled by a very competent construction company. We have also, in our last ESCO, approved the Bomadi Barigolo Road, which is about 18.6 kilometers, in addition to other projects in the health sector that are being handled in these 2 local governments, both in Burutu and Bomadi. If you go to Burutu itself, Okontu Ogulaha Road, which is about 12.5 kilometers, is being reconstructed. We also have internal roads in places like in Warri Southwest, Benekuku internal roads, Ukrenkuku internal roads. We also have Ukurenkuku, Bapiama, and Kukudiamene road also being worked on. All these projects were awarded by the Oborowori administration in the heart.
Well done. Should we clap for the governor? No, I want to.
Don't say yes, don't say no.
It's a job well done, eh? I don't know whether to cry or to. You see, the first time they created the Delta State, one of my friends called me. That was in 1992, 93 or so. Yeah, 1992. And somebody called me saying that they created your state. I don't know whether to congratulate you or to cry for you. First, you have the new state, which is good. The capital is not in your area; it's in Asaba. And I was crying. Anyway, so what is it? Is the governor doing well, sir? Let's just take a simple look at that. It's going to be...
Well, like I said, well, some say yes, some say no, and it has been politicized. Those who say yes are those who are in the government and are in his party. And those who say no are those in the opposition party and not in government. Any person in the opposition, the funny thing is, any person in the opposition party who crosses over and gets an appointment in government changes the tune. So it is neither here nor there. It depends on those of us who are not politicians
Yes.
to
And that's why I was looking for your independent opinion, because politicians, I don't worry, I don't ask them. The in Delta State, when you see it's only the divided state, those for and those against. They don't see anything good in of course, those for Obodo, they don't see anything bad in it. So it is left for us to be sincere and say the truth here, so the Obodo can make adjustment if there is need. You understand? I to be honest, I look at the video and I'm impressed. I'm happy with the level of the put together. Let me put it the word the technical work, or what do I say? The artistic work of the Jonas. And this man, look at his well shot video. No, cutting across the well narrated scheme. So that for me, that is a great work. And what would have expected? My concern would be, oh, this is so good, but how much did they spend? You know, sometimes we don't have this freedom of information. I'm wondering how much did they spend on actually putting these things together, and for who? You know, I know it's good to have this kind of information. I would like it not well organized. This is over organized. For who? You know, if I'm a sincere person and I'm doing something for my family, do I need to spend a lot of money to prove it to you, to my family, that this is what I'm doing? That's why I can just imagine how much I've gone into this. And then they put that aside. And like I said before, look at the level of choreography. No, this the people are in one color uniform and the other ones are this. And finally, Mr. Oboriori is all this money now, all the project here, they are roads. Okowa, roadmaster. Oboriori, roadmaster. Anyway, he said it before. He said it's a more agenda, more of Okowa. Maybe that's what I can take from this. That is for me. I know people won't like me for this. Those of them, that's what Oboriori hate me. But Oboriori is even my man. But if we don't say this,
and now they are opening a cemetery. They're building a cemetery here. For I don't know for which people to die, but
but people will die now. I know Nigeria don't like that, but we need to have a place where they bury people. Otherwise, this one I don't understand.
So that's another.
There are serious concerns, like you observe. The former governor went with the name Roadmaster, and the way he was praised. Nobody, I mean, people say they didn't know that there are some other roads still to be done. Instead of seeing roads and infrastructure.
I thought the road was completed.
Yes, with Roadmaster, yes.
Another Roadmaster is here.
Yes.
Benjamin, when you become governor too, you'll still be another Roadmaster.
You don't raise the roads again. There will be no more roads to attend to.
Okay, maybe the roads are finished. I don't think sometimes it's about our priorities, and it's really scary. Vivian, I know Bolon is your brother. So what is your take on this massive infrastructure development that is ongoing in Delta State? Are you not impressed? Sincerely.
Like you rightly observed, there's so much choreography. Compared to what happens in more civil, developed world, you see leaders looking very natural, regular, and they are taking a walk in a train station without the paraphernalia of security, and all of that around them. And you see them interacting with citizens in town. It looks real. It makes you. It endears you to. What we have here is that when they go for inspection of projects, they now bring the media with them. So it's never natural. It's always choreographed. In fact, when you use the word, I said that is so true. And if you could see this in the video, I wonder what other people see. It means that it is obvious. It's not hidden that this is pre-planned. It's almost like a propaganda. I don't know. Yes, it's a pre-planned choreographed thing. Yes.
And you see, one thing I observe also, and I beg to be forgiven, those of you in Delta State, and I do credit to this this commissioner, is Commissioner for Works, and he's always coming to information because it's so good. I know he used to work with AIT, so it's one of your colleagues there. But what I like about what I like or what I am scared of, I want to use the word like because sometimes I'm always not liking. So let me use the word like. What I like is this: if this program well made now, if it is for Delta's people, is it for us in Delta State? Then my question is, how often are these programs played on our local television? Because if I do something for Deltans and I go and pay to channels to show it in Nigeria, I am the governor of Delta State and I'm making a package for Nigeria, and the local TV stations don't even have this content. I don't see them. Maybe Benjamin can tell us a little bit more. How much of this are you seeing in your local television? The last time I heard, their signal is always off and on.
Yes, the local television is not on. I can tell you for free. The one in Astaba is not working. The one in Warri is epileptic. So that is why they run to Lagos, channels or AIT. And you see, and maybe the social media too, and that is why tomorrow we hear that one media house has given an award for infrastructure. Don't be surprised because this is where they get their information from.
Yes. Go on, sorry, please.
Yes. So that is why they like you observed rightly, well choreographed. It is not for us here, but for the rest of the world to see the good work in quotes that the government is doing. So I mean, those who fly these routes, they have their own impressions about. They don't see too much of these videos anyway. So they have their own impressions about what is going on.
And maybe another day we're going to look at the power of communication and why it is so important. I'm happy this guy is from the commission. I'm only dragging this in because he's very good in communication and he has been able to put this together. My question is, what is the sense of really allowing your two most powerful TV stations to die? The state television is where the governor is supposed to be presenting his speech to the people of Delta. Or is he telling Nigeria about this? I don't understand the way you operate. Maybe I'm confused here. Why would I want to talk about something to my own family and I'll gather the whole community to tell them when I need to just tell my family at home? Who am I talking to?
They are taking steps to resuscitate the two stations, and they have set up a committee that is going around from other states to look at how their television stations are working. Let's see what will be the outcome of that committee setup.
Anyway, let this give us about to throw into Lagos State. Lagos, you people have moved from where we are now, Vivian. Because what I can see, Lagos, we are no more talking about constructing roads. They are now using they are now into the era of interlinking the city with with transport for Lagos. They now have the metro, I call it the train. Is now very effective in Lagos. This is where you see that's where Lagos is. We are still constructing roads, maybe because Delta State is very big. But Delta State will earn more money. But we'll come to that. Maybe Lagos State, it's true that Lagos State is really benefited from Nigeria. So we can give Lagos some benefit.
Yes.
But
there's a question, but there's a question that is begging to be answered, as it were. What is the cost of development?
Right.
What is the cost of development? If you displace 1,000 or 2,000 people for the purpose of development, it is good. You need the roads, you need the infrastructure. But what about these displaced persons? According to feelers we got regarding the demolition of a community on the axis between Ijora and Stain Ilaje axis, over 1,500 persons have been displaced. They are all sleeping outside. You see mattresses. As a matter of fact, on Sunday when I was coming from back from church, across the bridge, you could see a vast space of land raised down, houses raised down, and they are all perplexed. According to what we gathered, they had been given notice over a period of time, but most of them did not want to leave because they felt this was their land. But again, rumor has it that these people migrated into this environment and they decided to make a home for themselves within the environment. And the government is doing its best to clear the area, for the purpose of development and all of that. But I still ask, how do you take care? What do you do with 2,000 people displaced? Yesterday, a group of journalists tried to access the place under the leadership of an NGO, a human activist, as it were, and a human rights activist. Sorry. And when they got there, they were chased out of the community by angry mobs. And one of the journalists had his hand broken in a wood, a long plank. They used it to hit his arm, so it's broken. It's all over the internet. They wouldn't even want journalists to cover that story, to tell their story. That is how angry they are. So if these people are this angry, imagine what they will inflict on the society. I think in an effort to fix or create infrastructure, government should not let loose folks that have already found a way to control themselves. Don't let them loose into the society, because right now that is what has happened.
Wow. That is Lagos
So,
State.
Vivian, yes, Vivian, please, the angry mob we talked about, who attacked journalists, on whose side? Are they on the side of the displaced people or on the side of government?
That's the thing. We did not know whose side they were on, because they came in a bus with a plate number 001 or something, but you could tell this is coordinated. So it appears that some persons did not want the stories to go out. They did not want the world to see the story. That is the truth. Because the people who have been displaced, surely they would want their stories to be heard. But a group of area boys, we call them area boys, urchins, street urchins as well, they came in the bus. So that is enough to tell you this is coordinated, this is strategic.
Higher crowd. Yes.
Well, you see, this is, I think we were experiencing this all through. I think we saw Wike destroying houses in Abuja the other day, and now Lagos is demolishing. And I'm sure from that, from the Lagos-Calabar Expressway, there will be enough demolition.
More demolitions.
Yes. I mean, I can understand that the government need to do what they need to do. It's not finding that little balance, like you already said, at what cost, Yeah, but these are necessary things that need to be done. It's about how the government coordinates it. If it's a wide society, if you tell the people, okay, we're moving you from here to here, the thing I don't understand, and perhaps we'll take another day to look at the issue of housing. You understand? Housing is one thing you do and you cannot get it wrong in Nigeria. You know why I'm confused? Why I said the government in Nigeria are really, 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 really sleeping. If not every single one of them. Let me tell you, the fastest growing sector in Nigeria today is the real estate.
Real estate.
Real estate is growing so fast that I'm even hosting them in Nigerian Week at the moment. Guess what? If ordinary people could build houses and sell and make profit, now let's think simple. Ordinary Nigerians are taking estate, building it and selling to ordinary Nigerians. They're not selling to people around the world. What is stopping government from building houses and selling it at a more reduced price, and then the government will be making money? No, I'm confused. The government going to say, oh, it's not our business to do business. Where are you going to get the money you're spending? The oil money is not enough. Oh, you cannot farm. No, farm is not, government should not be in farm. So government cannot still build houses. When government start to build houses now, you know what? They will employ a lot of people. And they will be able to give us houses at a subsidized rate. Because when government sells things, they don't look at only to profit. They look at this other element of social responsibility on the part of the government to make sure the price comes down to the middle. It doesn't make it to fail. In the UK, they're not doing it in the UK. But you see, before the Europeans start to do this huge capitalism they're doing now, they started as this communist level. There were government doing things. If you see, you come one of the Victoria houses, if you come to London, these were structures undertaken by the government at that time and given to individuals. Otherwise, we cannot have the house in the UK. If you wait for us in London to own a home, if no home is not given to us, we'll all be on the street right now. Then let's get it clear. If you come to London and you're thinking that those of us living in this dangerous city, we can afford a home, it's a lie. It was houses built by the government, now given to people, and you pay for it, but you are paying like a peanut compared to if you go and the same house which my family stays now, they pay nothing. If you rent it in London, you'll be paying 2,000 something pounds, meaning they will be on the street. And when government do that, today the government is no more doing it because government have enough now. So they cannot play around and say allow individuals to do things. So when Nigerian government say, oh, it's the government, it's not the government doing it in the UK, the government has done their own. The question is, how many houses do you have in Delta State? How many houses do you have in Lagos? You say people are too many in Lagos. How many people do you have in Lagos that are too many? Only some high-rise building will accommodate these people like joke. And it boils down to the thing I cannot understand is how can now the government not say, okay, let's spend money on housing? You know, I saw a video of a local government in Lagos that actually embarked on this housing scheme. It was beautiful. Local government. So we're not looking at federal government. At the federal government, we're not looking at the state. Local. Yeah. Tell me what the local government, your local government, what did they do with the last money they got? All those of you people looking at me today, ask your local government the last money when they collect. Tell them, what you think I do? Marry any wife. That's what we need to talk about. When people say, people say, we share money. We are in trouble.
That is the problem I'm even having. When they give these people this money, there is no follow-up to know if they're actually using this money for its purpose.
You know, I think the biggest problem in Nigeria is we speak big grammar on very little things. Prince Abuta taught me something, and something I take a little bit. He said the most complex things are made up of the simplest things. For anything to be complex, it's made of very small things. If you piece me now into pieces, I'll be one small pieces that made that decrease. If they scatter me, it will be small particles. Because, and that's what made up this complex man. So a complex man like me is made up of very minor things. So the trouble in fixing the Nigerian economy is not going to be complex. It's simple. It's going to be simplest things. That's why I try to break it down. If just imagine, like we said in the last show, if every local government start to farm, don't we have enough land to farm? I'm sure every local government have enough land in Nigeria to farm. And they have enough human beings who don't even have a job. They don't have jobs. They have some keke, all kind of stupid jobs. Some people still go to that kind of local farming of those days. Our parents are still carrying hose, cutlass to go and farm. That is, in fact, that is an insult to the generation, the 21st century generation. People no more need to farm with cutlass. The only reason it's happening is because we refuse to come together and do it, and the government has failed us. And that's why there's no food in the land. Now, Vivian just take note of housing. Because that's another important thing about our life. Even if we don't have clothes to wear, if we have place to put our head and eat, we are happy. And now we cannot even come together and build a house. Gone are the days, in those days, our forefathers, they would come together as community, they would gather, the men, they will build one for one, they would go and gather and build another one. That was how they were doing it. The time is gone now. It's a new thing. It's only the government. And the government should, you see, this your government should come and learn, or should they know what they're doing. Because they have good houses, they are comfortable. And imagine if ordinary person will go to Nigeria and build houses, build estate. You know what the guys are doing now? They will just acquire a piece of land, come up, raise a good fence, and use your money to build your house for you. They will sell the land for you and they use your money to build it. And like Lagos is growing, there are new estates springing up in Lagos by individuals. Only rich people can go there. What is the government doing on their own part?
Nothing.
Will it be out of place if Lagos State government choose to say, okay, now we're going to build houses, and those houses I'm not going to give you for free, but you will, only those working every month I'll collect the money from your salary. Abi, I don't need to worry.
In Lagos, there are also
those working for me. I'll be collecting.
Who are not working.
Those who are not working, you cannot get a house because I cannot give you a house because how do I pay? You understand? You got to get a job. You know what? If I begin to if I back on that, I'll give you to work. Go and be a bricklayer.
That's the argument of the governor. That's the argument of the government. I remember there was a time he stated that if you do not have a job in Lagos, I think there was a time they also tried to do some kind of identification of individuals, residents in Lagos, so that he actually said it. If you have no business in Lagos, you have no reason to be in Lagos, go back to your village. So I think that's the role of the government.
Where I am confused, you know where I'm confused. This is the biggest confusion I have. How can you have human beings who are ready to work and they are a problem to you? In fact, if I become a governor, the able men will be my strength, because I'm going to do something. Only those of you can farm. I don't say not the old kind of farming, the modern farm. You will go there and work. If you don't work, I will actually allow them to shoot you, so firing squad. But you will go there and work, and you will have a decent life. If I start the housing scheme and you choose to learn a bricklayer work now, and you carry blocks and the place is growing, you will earn a good salary.
Of course.
You see, all these things are simple. Because the people they are saying, where are you deporting them to? Nigeria allow you to stay anywhere. It's against the human right, the right of that human being to be deported from Lagos. Where are you deporting him to? They will deport him from abroad, you will deport him from Lagos.
Which one here? They deport our Japa people and they deport the Lagos Japas.
Let me go home. Now, wow. I will carry my You know, so what we're saying is, the truth is, by the time government choose to be productive, our standard will change. The thing I don't understand, when they say government cannot do business, who's going to do the business? You see, let me tell you now. I want to actually own an estate and build an estate. How much do I have? Nigeria is not friendly. You cannot blame those people in the real estate now. They go to the bank to collect money to build those real estate. You know how much the bank will take as interest. Mm-hmm. The only people with the financial strength
is very high.
Our government. Instead, they're using those money to build things for themselves. On Monday, we're going to look at the Nigerian education sector. What only education can do for us as a people. So sometimes I get confused when I see we are suffering, not because we lack. We are suffering because we refuse to make the right decisions. Wike is pushing people out of Abuja. Hey, go to live Abuja. How many people are in Abuja that you cannot accommodate? Because the government is not doing anything. Delta State now will say, people they go do keke in Delta State. When you don't have enough people to even run the farm, to run the buildings, If only Delta State government will do two things. Farming. I'm talking of industrial farming. Go and see farm in Holland. I work in a tomatoes farm for once in my life. In 3 months, we start plucking the tomatoes. 3 months. Only 3 months. From planting to harvesting. 3 months. Do you see the quantity of tomatoes you're bringing out? That is not the kind of place you call a farm. When you are there, you are living, you are in a glass house. Beautiful. It's like a beautiful factory. And the bottom line is you get well paid. If we do that and we're doing housing, where will Delta State be looking for money? The time will come, we will not even ask for money from the federal government. We don't need that oil money. Because we'll be making our own money. A lot of people will come from abroad, they'll come and buy houses in Delta. If you are not resident there, if you are not this, your cost of buying will be higher than those who are. We give some percentage, that's how government work. What kind of ideas do our governors have? Only what I see now is the massive, look at this man here, showing us the massive waste of resources on roads. If I talk, they will say that the peace don't start. My people say, say Abiruma. We get to with the side, we call them Fukure. That be our ancestors. When my papa won't talk, you will say I talk because of Fukure. Because Fukure, they talk through it. If you don't say the truth, Fukure will kill you. So I just say my own because of Fukure. So anybody when you talk, I will say I will owe you. Because if you take if when I talk, I lie.
I think infrastructure is also kind of important, but that shouldn't be the only focus. It's kind of important because Delta State they have been facing challenges with the road.
Vivian, the money when you want to buy food for house, you take and buy clothes. Makes sense.
Doesn't make sense.
Never eat. You use the money
to buy food. You don't have that door. You're not safe.
We don't say to dress, stay important. You want dress, go church on Sunday, but you never eat. That's what the government is doing.
I'm speaking.
You must be your priority.
I'm speaking in the area of we have like market women that are traveling. There are some market women who want to travel to another state to find their daily bread, like to sell. One of the challenges they have to is the road. Some of these roads they are bad.
I always said to let me tell you this. I know when people tell me sometimes, that please let us promote our platform. I say, what are you promoting? Don't you going to make the content first before you promote it? What are you going to sell? What are you trying to sell? What do you have to sell in Delta State that you need the road? This road when I construct, so when nobody will construct now, what do you have producing in Delta State that is going to use that road now? If not the people when the thief money want to drive motor there. Tell me what you are producing in Delta State that is necessitating these heavy roads that we are constructing. Let's put it that way. Maybe I'm stupid. Explain that to me. I know road is important.
I feel that sense of safety.
Go on, Benjamin.
Yes, I mean, I don't see the food stuff that is being transported from Warri to Asaba, or from Warri to Sapele, or from Ogara to Asaba. So the hinterland is where the farming is going on, and not much of road networking is going on there, honestly.
And you see,
the areas that are being
Benjamin, what I get confused is our local government councillor, they construct road. Our local government chairman, they construct road. Commissioners, they construct road. House of Assembly, they construct road. House of Rep, they construct road. Hey, everybody, road. If there's finished road, they'll come put street lights. The street light in 2 weeks is gone.
Yeah.
Street light.
You wait for another year.
2 weeks,
another year's budget.
Maybe I wouldn't say I'm too stupid to understand this. When a man is too stupid, I talk like a fool because that's where I am. Because I cannot understand if you don't have anything to say yet, and you are constructing roads, and you are telling people to go and construct that you construct the road that you come and do what? And the people you are saying to come and farm for you or come and produce it for you, they don't have access to finance. Nigeria don't understand this. When you don't have access to finance, you can't do nothing. The Nigerian banks will give you loan at 30-something%. That is suicidal. I've never seen in the UK where a loan is against the law to take a loan for more than 10%. How are you going to pay back? You won't go thief with the money. If somebody give you a loan at 33%, how are you going to pay back? Let's go on a quick break, and when we come back, we're going to take a look at the papers, because today is a dangerous one. Because from what we see now, it's like we need to marry some of our daughters out to the governor, so that maybe either we marry a bit to governor, maybe we go back governor, or we need to mortgage some of our daughters so that we can get results. Let's go on a quick break. We'll be right back. Don't get away.
Nigeria Week London 2025. It's time to celebrate the pulse of Africa's most exciting nation. Nigeria Week London 2025 is coming to Hippodrome Theatre from July 24th to 26, 2025, showcasing the best in Nigerian arts, music, fashion, and investment opportunities. Whether you're looking to discover the future of real estate, explore Nigeria's culinary masterpieces, or get immersed in an electric Afrobeat performance, this is the event of the year. You can also join us for a film festival, cultural dance spectacles, and the recognition awards. Don't miss out on the business opportunities and cultural experiences waiting for you. Book your tickets now before they're gone on eventbrite.co.uk. Call or text +447 438 893 190 or 080 330 46768 or +447 459 071 747. Visit our website superiorradioandtelevision.com. Nigeria Week London 2025. Nigeria Week London 2025, celebrating the best of Nigeria, is partnered with Civil Society, scaling up nutrition in Nigeria.
Well, for those of you who've not heard of the Nigerian Week, it's coming up in July. That's what we do every year, organized by Srtv here in London. If you want to be part of the event, you can just go to our website and try to subscribe. There's opportunity for all kind of people. It's Nigeria celebrating the best of Nigeria. That's how we target. With the event, it's about really giving an opportunity to the Nigerian entrepreneur, to the Nigerian individuals to showcase whatever he has to the rest of the world. I can say confident that London is the capital city of the world. The reason I know is there's no nation, every community is here in London. If you come to my village, you will see their community. We hold meeting every Saturday. So we are all complete here. It's the capital of the world. So having this kind of event gives Nigeria an opportunity to showcase. We're going to talk about in details what that is all about. But let's talk about the Nigerian problem as it is, like Vivian rightly said. Let us pray that we will stop destroying. You see, when a man does not know what he has, he always see problem. Having population of 400 million, it should be a blessing to Nigeria. Nigerian population is nothing compared to the vast land we have. So I didn't even say that when they give birth, when they give our women, let me they born more. Sorry, women. You understand? We need to have more children. Sorry, that is hard touch me. Yeah, not best. You understand? Not best. But we need to have more kids. We can, because let me put it this way, and I will be saying this very secretly. In the UK, the Somalians, they don't nearly take over from us because they marry their 4 wives here. You understand? So they are multiplying. In London,
you mean Somalians? They practice polygamy in the UK.
Yeah, of course. It's against the law, but it depends. It tell you say not be wife, say not a baby mother or a baby father. What you want to do? It's against the law to have more than one wife, but it's happening, and it's bad. They know it's their culture to have more than one wife. Are you going to change it all of a sudden? The Islamic culture allow you to marry 4. So because they come here, they cannot declare 4. But if they have 1, 2, 3, 4, you're going to go and arrest them. Fine now. You understand? But the bottom line is they are multiplying. The funniest thing is when black people, when black women, I want beg self. Now that they change, now that they first they become Oyibo, pass Oyibo. Our black women and then they change culture for us here. You get 2 years, you will go prison. Now you go report you. Indian people never take their husband to court here. We'll discuss that another day. I don't know the best stuff. They don't forgive me for this thing I say. Anyway, that is some of the things we need to do. What I'm really trying to say is that we need more people. We need population. India is how many population? China is 1.something billion.
If the population should go more higher, the problems will increase.
No, the productivity will increase.
They are not able to get jobs. The crime rate will go
our population is not enough. No, if the government engage these people, our productivity will go high. And can you have young men who can work and you leave them? You say they are your problem.
I'm trying to understand what you're saying.
Right now, there's no productivity. So why should we be wanting to increase the population?
As far as the number is concerned, Nigeria is the number. I do not know of any other nation that has as much abled men and women, all of them in their youth, between the ages of 30, 25 and 40. The demographics is high, and that means capacity. However, there's a question of human development. Do these numbers account for capacity that is able to deliver economic growth and revenue? So
my question to you would be, what can you do to do that?
It brings us back to.
Is that not supposed to be our strength? You just identify our strength.
It brings us back to the question of the informal sector. Nigeria's economy is highly driven by the informal sector, and an economy of that nature, as according to economists, cannot attract enough FDIs, foreign development investments. Even if we don't have the FDIs, the question is, these informal businesses, these businesses in that sector, they are not accounted for in the system. They are existing, they are trading, they are making their monies. A couple of years ago, I had the opportunity to study a cousin of mine. They are living in their own house built by them, but they are the only ones, because they were the first people who came to that street. The street is named after them. So they have that autonomy, as it were. So her business is situated on the street. She sells tomato, pepper, onions, dried fish, ice fish, chicken, turkey, including momo. That is the skin. I don't know what they call it in English. But yes, you know what I'm talking about. Everything. Guess what? In less than 2 years, she bought herself a Camry.
Yes.
So it is said, it is believed in this economy that little money, that money you get every day, 100 naira, 50 naira, when you put it all together, you have a big ocean. So there is a lot of money in the informal sector. If you see someone selling akara by the road, please don't look down on that person. You have no idea how much that person is making every day. They use akara, they use amala, food, roadside food vendors. Some women use it to pay their rent. They use it, the money they make from it, they send children to the university.
Yes.
So if they can be encouraged, already there's a tax bill. There's a reform, a reform tax bill in progress right now. And one of the things that will come out of it is that businesses will not be taxed in the first 2-3 years of their existence. They are given enough room. As a matter of fact, there's a peg. If you are not there, you cannot be taxed. That's one of the tenets of this tax reform bill. So I think government needs to do more to acquaint the people more, to get Nigerians to understand that you need to put your business in the system. That's where you can scale up.
You see, yes, you know the truth. Yeah. If you see, every time, I want to tell you this. I always say to people, because we are Robo people and we're in London, when I tell people to come and join the Robo meeting, they say, what is the need? Why do I want to go and join the meeting? But and I told my president that if we embark on a scheme that anybody that come here can buy a house by helping him with the first mortgage, everybody will be in this meeting. You see, you must ask the people, what is the need for me? Why do I want to be in the system? If being in the system will make me to get a loan, I will be in the system. You see, you don't talk. You encourage people and you stimulate them to be in the system. And the system you talk about, Nigerians, I know Benjamin, I'm going to say this now. I know two of you here. Probably I will not get out of this place alive. I know you go to church on Sunday. Nigerians are very good at paying tithe, but they don't pay tax.
That's a very strong point.
And you see, it's also similar. You pay tithe to God. You pay tax to government. It is in the Bible.
Yes. It says, give to Caesar what belongs to Caesar. And
Nigerians will not want to pay tax, and we were going to discuss that. And it's about the sensitivity. Do you know, guys, there's a show I had here with a colleague of mine. We talk about something called inheritance tax. Have people heard of that?
I have. And I understand it exists in the US.
In the UK. Come here. If I die today, my children must pay 40% of all I have as tax to the government. If they don't, they go to prison. Before they go share their rubbish.
But 40% is too much. I think the ones that built it.
Okay. So see, if you read law, you understand all this. But you know the funniest thing? That's why the government can continue to provide certain amenities. That's when I'm sick, I can be treated. The government going to get money. If they don't get money from tax, they don't get money from investment. You see, it is government to be aggressive when it comes to making money. I am telling them now, you see, it's a wise government that will take from the rich and use it to settle the problem of the poor. I always tell people, in the UK today, if you don't work, they'll give you some money to eat. They call it welfare. Do you know who introduced it? It was the rich people that introduced the welfare package because they know their security is at stake if the poor man is hungry on the street.
Yeah.
Wow. You have just hit
a hungry man.
So are you suggesting, are you calling on for the need for government to create a welfare package that can be monitored? Because in the last 2 years, we've heard of so many kinds of packages that have been released into the system. But I guarantee you, I don't know, Evelyn, have you seen any package? There's a what they
only Buhari now they share 5,000 naira blindly.
Yes. So what is happening is that these packages are released and it goes into their members, the hands of the politicians. If you're a member of the party, yes, you get it.
You see where Nigeria get it totally wrong.
Yes. So
until Nigeria learn to tap on our human resources. Every time we talk about natural resources, our biggest threat is the human resources. But how do you tap on your human resources? You make the human being work and make money for you. You understand? And by the time you see the value in that young man walking on the street, by engaging him, and he begin to make money for the government will begin to have enough money to share.
Those packages are called palliative packages.
No, those are stomach infrastructure. They are not packages, they are stomach infrastructure for people to vote for them.
So that's not how a government, a serious-minded government should manage welfare.
That is stupidity. No one call that. That is stupidity.
But I want to ask a question. In your own opinion, do you think Nigeria, the Nigerian government, has the capacity to create a welfare package that can meet the needs of all of these area boys on the street?
Yes. And you know
Take
what?
Lagos.
Yes, today, if I become the president of Nigeria, between Nigeria, you guys owe Peter Obi.
But it can be abused. You know it can be abused.
No, you will not, because you go to prison. You go to prison. You see, you cannot, I will be so tough on law and order. But if Nigeria start to produce, what I keep saying, by the time you begin to make money, the government of Nigeria is not making money. Do you get that story?
Absolutely.
The only money coming to the Nigerian state is the oil, which Oyibo will come drink for our land. They don't know the quantity when they carry go. They bring small to us, now with the share. So we're a wasteful generation.
I like what you've just said. Nigeria is not making money.
We're not. And you can tell the federal government is not making money because the money that the federal government is sharing today, they don't even know the quantity of oil that is leaving our land. It's the one that you go share for us. Say this is the one they sold. They are happy because they are like, you never see person who never see 2 naira before. You see this one, you call it in the gatherer. So that is one of the biggest problems. We have, we not get them. Because if our leaders start to make money, if, like I said before, if Tinubu agree to go into farming, we will feed the whole of Africa. Imagine how much we make from farming. Holland, the size of Holland, in all this Niger state, they make $200 billion a year. 200 billion. Nigeria not able to get. And if we divide Nigerian economy, if we divide that money by 10, now would be our budget. You see our problem. So we are not ready. We are not ready. So that is oil cannot feed us. Because Nigeria refuse to work. Let me tell you, we are a set of idiots who don't work. Who rely only on our natural resources. I'm sorry to insult us here today. Because if we go into working, we'll be making money. Do you know how much India is making? India have more population than us. China have more population than us. Why are they not crying the population? Because they're making money. How can you have all these people? If Nigeria can just... Okay, now, we are talking of federal government. Tinubu doesn't even want to care. Tinubu refused to be Minister of Agriculture. He's Minister of Petroleum. That's a starting point. Have you ever seen a Nigerian president who wants to be Minister of Agriculture? Who wants to be Minister of Mining? Do you know the kind of mineral resources that is in our land? Lazy asses. They sit down there and they only share oil money. If they tell you the kind of mineral deposited in our land, you will be crying. And people can go to bed hungry. Like I said, Niger State is bigger than Holland. People in Holland, they sell food. Niger State not see food eat. Who is responsible?
Niger State is bigger than Holland.
Yes. Niger State is bigger than the whole of Holland. Holland is making 200 billion agricultural export. Only from agrico yearly. People in Niger State don't have food to eat. Food. So, is it population that is our problem? What is the Niger State? That fine boy, what is he doing? They get problem with me. I don't go come this my show. When I come up, when I remove me, anytime I come here is trouble. Because you can imagine the governor, that fine boy, as he's supposed to go school, you know if he see the potential in his own land. How can a state in Nigeria go, how can people in Nigeria go hungry? Tell me, explain it to me. You can look at Delta State. Now your governor is parking. Look at the video you show me. Show of shame. More than no verse. Your governor spending this huge amount of money on this. He never remember saying people go eat. He don't even think of why he's going to make the next money. This money he spent now come from Abuja. He did not make 1 penny. He said he didn't borrow. You see, they declare for now that he did not borrow. Not that he made though. You know, the litmus test of any governor, when I ask them, since you come to office, how much have you made? So your own is to come and squander. If you ask Tinubu, how much have you generated for the Nigerian state to become president? He will keep quiet. Before we started this show, I asked questions. Everybody's angry with me. I asked all of you some questions. Let's not bring it out here. See, these are things you're going to ask our governors. Since you became governor, Oga, how much have you generated for your state? And it's a question to all Nigerian governors watching today. They'll be sleeping. They'll keep quiet. Because they've not. So where is the money you are spending coming from? Labour, Nigeria Labour Congress, the money you want to be paid, where is the money coming from? ASU, you know ASU, that's when they carry our guests, they abuse us. How much? Not be only guests now, they even abuse boys, because boys, if you not pay, you not go pass. I mean, not be so heavily. Now you don't go Ghana, go school. Because I know in Ghana you can go school. No, how much? How much? No, it's a shame. We have so much. And like I said, when government decide to do the right thing, things will turn around. The Nigerian University alone, only Uniben, UI, they can make so much money. So much money that they will not even need to ask God. In fact, they'll be paying tax to government. In the UK, our universities are making so much money.
Well, part of the money they are making from is coming from the international students coming in to study.
Who stopped Nigeria from even getting African students?
Well, most of our courses, most of our departments do not meet international standards. So there is need for...
No, the funniest thing is the lecturers that are there that are coming to lecture here.
I did some research.
Yeah, madam, it's the same lecturers that are abandoned in Nigeria that are doing well here.
So why is this happening? Because our schools try to do some research.
I don't even answer that. I cannot, because it's so difficult. But the truth is, we are not so behind in terms of what we have. It's about the government priority.
We have a lot of great people. When you talk about graduates, master degree holders, professors, PhD holders, and all of that, we have them in Nigeria. But the question is, a country so rich with such number of learned folk, how come we are not having international people students come into Nigeria to study? Because it's a huge source of revenue. The education system is making money for the government.
Exactly. If Nigeria education system, with the structure we have in place, if we make them work, you see, if you ask ASU going to strike today, they say government did not fulfill our promise. Government is not fulfilling. It's not like the Nigerian state too, like the governors. The government did not fulfill our promise, and I'm wondering, ASU, you're looking for money from government. You have that. So if me at the government, I don't build that big university, I'll still be paying you salary. You know, we're not serious. Go close the school down. You see, this is the problem. If you are the one that built that school, the private the private universities in Nigeria, they are making money.
Yes.
Where's it coming from?
It's coming from Nigerians.
Okay.
The money they are making is coming from Nigerians.
You see, this is the problem. And do they have the capacity that the Uniben have? That Grenadian University, it get capacity when Uniben get. Uniben have one of the best in capacity.
Same with University of Ibadan. Have you? University of Ibadan. What about the Lagos State University? I'm sorry, University of Lagos State, and then you have LUTH, the Lagos University Teaching Hospital, or University Teaching Hospital in Ibadan.
Thank you. So these are institutions on their own. If the UK have that land, you see, if you come to a university in the United Kingdom, I bet come. I will take a tour of the UK with you guys. You will see the university is compacted.
On a conclusive note for me, Sir Chris, what I see you saying here, you are urging or you're calling for the need to government to take a visit to review the system, the Nigerian education system, in a way that it is revenue yielding for the economy.
All sectors of the Nigerian economy. I will not be a government and I'll begin to feed a sector. I have Ministry of Agriculture and I'm paying them. How can I use all your money to pay Ministry of Agriculture? Agriculture will be making me money. Yes. Sport will be making me money. Creative will be, do you know how much the creative industry will make for Nigeria? You know, they are sitting down in the fence. Nigerian government will spend a lot of money to build NTA. They are still paying NTA staff. But nobody is paying channels. Make a talk more than best. Who is paying? You see, is the government paying channels? No, because it's even happening there. It's not me. If the government doesn't want paying channels, channels is doing better than NTA. More than no best.
And yet government, yeah.
That is where the problem is.
So there is a call. The call for you now is a need for the government to review its strategies.
All departments. In fact, you know, one day I was talking to them I visited the Ministry of, they are my partner, Federal Ministry of Information and Culture, because I work with them a lot. And I said to them, how come you guys are not making money? If Netflix will bank on Nigerian products, Nigerian people all on Nollywood, and they make movies. The best thing you're going to show your film is to be in Netflix and in Amazon. Meaning Nigeria go make film finish, we will give it to Amazon. Amazon will sell it to Nigerians. And I lie.
Oh my goodness, this is a big
problem. Netflix tell me the best place to show my film. I go make my film finish, I'll give it to Netflix. Netflix will sell it to you. Nigerian government is watching. I don't understand. That's creative sector. My sisters, I can't talk much today. The English Premiership, and English people, they get power to play football past us. We are more. We are 200 million. England is only 70 million. But English Premiership, now they sell on our television every day. When I don't watch Chelsea and Arsenal, when I go be tell me Chelsea and Arsenal now. That is what sport is making. It makes 6 billion every year for the UK economy. 6 billion pounds. Nigeria said they're not maintainer. Somebody they worry us. We need to look for the juju. It's like I said the cost, they put one cost. We couldn't go solve the cost first. No. And like I said, the most difficult thing I made up of the simplest things. We need to go back to the drawing board and ask ourselves, why is the creative sector not making money? Why is a ministry like Agric not making money? Why is this one not making money? Why is sport? When we have able men who will play football, we go film and put them for television. In fact, money will roll. English people, oh no, that's why I love them. When you hear Chelsea Bridge, when they say, when they call the name of the bridge, you go to say, now one kind heaven. A very small place. They will give it a good name and they will sell it to the rest of the world. Old Trafford, when you hear Old Trafford, you think, when do they hear that? Come on, man. We need to wake up as a people. And that's why it's about being productive as a nation. Until your president, until your governors, until your local government understand that they have to go and make money for themselves. On the Nigerian university knows they have to make money. Tell them to come. I will tell them, come. May they come see university here. If I can open a university in the UK, I'll come home with billions now. If I have money to open a university today. It's money I'm looking for now. I don't need to buy a big place. Or I don't need to buy a rental. Create my own university. I will be coming home with 200 billion pounds.
But one of the ways that the private universities
it's not rocket science.
It's because the students pay high fees for education. A lot of people in Nigeria are looking for free education or low paying.
Yes, let me help you there. You see, the private university are making money from high fees. True. Thank God the government has introduced now, because if I'm the government, I'm going to tell students, you pay, this is your loan, you pay. When you start working, you pay us back. Which is the student loan. That's what they have in the UK. Government is not, the student, we are paying here for our school. We pay heavily. When we start to work, they take the money little by little. You understand? So you take a loan, you go to school, when you finish, you pay it back. But let's put it that way. That is the UK university. They don't have the space we have. Look at Uniben. If Uniben farm alone, or Uniben can start to do to the hash eggs, the first chicken, and begin to sell chicken out, what can Uniben not do? What is it that Uniben cannot do with that big face? That Uniben will not only make money from school fees, it's going to make money from productivity.
Okay.
And when they go to bed, the lecturers don't have money. They couldn't pay them. They are on strike. Can you imagine? They go on strike because nobody paid them. Oh, government has not paid. ASU is this. ASU. I say anytime I go on strike again, you will not come back. If I become president, I'm not going to pack on our back because now you know I'm going to dissolve. You waste. You see, sometimes I'm harsh because this is our truth. If they come out, they will see what I'm saying. We cannot have all these resources. How can you have that big space, that big Uniben, that UI, and you don't make money? Who does that? If you get that land, you're not going to make money every day. If you have the space of would you make money? If somebody will go and open, no, wait, all of them, when they struggle to build university now, all those stupid government of left government, all the Matiko when are building their university, how much are they making? Do they have the space you have? Copy their model. Tinubu have done well. You want to go to school? Take student loan. When you start working, you pay us. I commend this government for that. You understand? You're gonna get it for free. No, it's not free. You want to go to school, you're gonna pay. But when I don't worry, I'll give you the loan to pay. The money is coming back to me anyway. You understand? I'm giving you the money you're paying. But when you start to work, you pay us back. Until you pay, you can't do anything, or you can't run for office. Don't worry.
I'm just hearing about this for the first time. Is this a new law?
The new scheme, the loan.
Okay. I didn't get you. I understand. Yes, I'm aware of it. Yes, long since. Yes, I remember. But a lot of students have not been taking advantage of it.
So it's a good. It's a good any vice government will take himself out of some body. Otherwise, how is the government? You can't mention the government before. Government would not take all your money to go and run the university. Where is the money coming from? How much are you earning from oil? It's not as if Tinubu is making money from any other source. Tinubu refused to build houses and sell. He refused to go into agriculture. It's only the small money that is coming from oil that he's sharing. By the time they share, give the governors finish. When the Macpabio don't take Natasha, then the whole trouble is in Jesus' name. Let's do another thing. Let's do a little review. And let's go with the show. Because if we don't do that, we will have problem. Now not bring me come this na show. I said it before. Let's take a look at some of the papers today. Maybe we can just take a look at some of them and see what is trending. You know, I think we should be able to do that before we end the show. Today is 15th of March. We do newspaper review for only about 10 minutes. We'll get to the end of it. So we're talking about the economic emancipation of the people. Nigerians, I'm saying that we are still slaves until you can feed your family. You are a slave. And the first thing you do is, how do you feed your family? You don't feed your family by even being a farmer. The richest people are not farmers. Anything you can do that can add value, it's the houses you are able to build. It's money. Every state must not be building, must not be farming, but we can make it a priority first. I don't see any government, any white government that doesn't have a housing scheme is a murderer. Any government that doesn't have an agricultural farm is a murderer. Because you're sending your people to go and die. In the past, they will carry your people as slaves. You didn't see the Bible? When the children of Israel didn't have food to eat, what did they do? They went to put themselves, they submit themselves to Egypt. That's how they got there. It was famine that took them to Egypt. Well, if Pharaoh let my people go, what did make them go there? Not be food. Let's take a look at this. So, a country that, if we don't ask the difficult questions, I know we'll never answer it. Let's take a look at, let's bring this man down. Let's take a look at the papers. All right. Starting from Punch. See, these papers, I know nobody knows how to read this paper yet, and it's not good. Next time, we should be able to read the papers together. But I'm going to lead the way now. All right. So we're going to do it, and Vivian, you people should be able to read from the screen. So, or to take a look at your screen, because normally you should have the papers with you while you share it with us. So, Buhari ex-ministers lead APC defection train to SDP. Wow. Now, so they hate Tinubu. But which party is going to take over, self? If APC have problem, which is the other party coming? Benjamin. Benjamin. Can you hear me, Benjamin? I don't think Benjamin can hear me. That was anyway. Though my question was if Vivian, can you answer that question there? Because it's like the Benjamin, they're in another word. If they are saying the people don't like APC and they are trying to make a change, where are we running to? SDP? Is that the new party? Because I've heard Aero5 made a lot of he's trying to be aggressive, trying to actually say things, trying to say that we need APC. To where? To PDP. PDP is where we are coming from. We know PDP fire. When he burn you, you're not going to look back. PDP share the money. What have they done well? So who are we running to? Now question I ask you, you can't talk now. If APC man won't marry you, go take one, go meet Papa. Or PDP, what can you do? Which one your Papa will accept? Talk through.
My father is alive.
You get the camera, you they will take on last pursue you. You understand? You need to man go come there. So get some kind of thing that will do for Nigeria. So who can you confidently take home and say proudly this is the party of the day?
I think they want to create a new party for themselves.
Between now and 2027, we have 24 months. It's a long time in politics. So a lot can still happen between now and then.
All right. So we're hoping all right. We pray that that we get a saving grace. But we don't have another Tinubu who can gang up with Buhari to come and take over power. So they need to be strong. Power doesn't come easily. Atiko could not even fight them. So even the northern Parapo couldn't change it too. So when these people come together, it's not easy to defeat them. I think what Buhari and Tinubu did to defeat Goodluck was they formed a wonderful coalition, and people were tired of the PDP. Now we are tired of the APC. Can the PDP come together?
That is the truth. People were fed up with PDP at that time. Just as people are fed up with APC now.
Yes. So can we go back to PDP or we go to SDP? And the women go no, because the women know who they fall in love with. So I want to ask women, who are you in love with? Emily.
I'm going to SDP.
Okay, Emily.
The Social Democratic Party.
But do we remember that once upon a time, the president was once a member of the SDP?
Yes. That was
and he doesn't have his place there.
It was so
briefly.
Exactly. So we still have, it's going round, it's recycling, as it were. So even if there is a defection from APC to SDP, at the end of the day, you're still coming back to an APC, look-alike, as it were. So it's only a matter of time.
Wait, now Labour Party is not good enough. Because Labour was very good when Peter came up with we get one. You see, so we're no more with Labour. We're not going to SDP. Nigerian women can flirt. Now the women are the people because now carry us from women carry us from PDP to APC, from APC now to Labour. Now Labour are not the carry us go SDP. That's all you can. Now women cause them. If no women will not do the change.
How do you mean so, Sir Chris?
I'm joking.
You mean that?
The truth is, when we go to church on Sunday, I dress up and I follow my women to church. Not because I want to go. I want to avoid trouble. When I go on Sunday, I eat and I sleep well. If I don't go, no. So let's go. When we go, we come back. Trouble finish. I mean, Benjamin.
Yes.
If you don't go, okay, let's go. I said, how long does it take? Go there, 1.5 hours. Now there's no trouble. Anyway, okay. To be serious, it's a serious issue because they said 10 former senior ministers said to move. Well, let's see how that will work. I don't think Tinubu is scared. There's a line. There's one guy that said when you have people like Ibori, that Tinubu have Ibori, have some other gurus that would now is surely going to win the election. Kai. I think some of these people, so, if only that my brother, I tell her, say, if somebody would have been the president, where Buhari the contest, Buhari would have been in prison before the election. I swear, without the case, Buhari paper, Buhari this, he allow you contest election, you defeat you, good luck. Allah. Tell that body if you put am first for prison. When body don't win finish, you go say where you go court. But now, good luck was a more liberal human being. You understand? That's why it happened. So I don't think we're going to see that again. There will be no another good luck. Don't deceive yourself. Buhari that took over from good luck couldn't be like good luck. So good luck is 1 in a million. Anyway, let's take a look at some other people because this defection is not suit me too much. Let's see some other challenges. Federal government tell U.S. Congress that Christians are safe in Nigeria. Where's that one coming from?
From the United States, no?
I don't think so. I don't think
that is not true. That is not true.
Right now,
that is not true.
Public
so what is not true? Are Christians not safe in Nigeria?
Not true. That Christians are safe in Nigeria. That is not true. There are so many stories, so many things that are happening in the north that are not reported.
So
so
the Northerners are attacking.
The
Northerners they don't get job. They are attacking Christians. They know that's their job. They are attacking Christians. You see, this is the funniest thing. You know, none of you tolerate each other. The Islam doesn't want to tolerate Christianity in Nigeria. Christians don't want to tolerate.
If they are worshiping in your church, nobody comes. When you go to the market,
it's all politics.
We have public Christians and their bosses.
Yes, you stop. That is what he's saying.
Putting a ban.
The thing I don't understand is that
if any public Christian is caught, there's a fine of about
500,000. Yes. Go and preach in your church.
You're not allowed to preach in the marketplace.
Go and preach in your church.
In the box. Sometimes people don't have the chance to go to church.
That language there, that Christians are not saved in Nigeria, and then when I withdraw first, we are all saved in Nigeria. Our problem is not religion. Our problem is religion, but it's not. It's not the Christians and the Muslims. We don't. In fact, you know, we are more of a Muslim than the people in the Arab world and and we are more Christian than Pope in Nigeria. So we have an issue with ourselves. It's not even. I was with my big lady here. If you tell her, say all Muslims will go to hell, he said, "I so Bible talk." I remember not leave me alone. Another day we will talk that matter. Anyway, let's look at the River State Assembly. These people are trying, because there's no assembly like. I won't dodge that matter. I want to dodge the Christian-Muslim issue. Not believe my family because it's too sensitive. But this River State, the matter not they end. Now these guys they adjourn indefinitely.
Indefinitely. Meaning what? Meaning what?
Look, these are very wicked people. You know, the law says that the government must not spend any money. You know, look at that the government cannot spend any money until the House pass it. Yes. Now the government is coming to them. This is the budget. They are saying they are not sitting. So meaning you cannot spend money.
The National Assembly will take over that River State Assembly. I'm sure.
They have to. They have to. And Wike is opening his mouth. And who said that he cannot be impeached? You know, sometimes this country, Wike mouth is too loud. His voice is too loud right now. He needs to be silenced. And you know what? I can just imagine saying some. You know what? With this drama, I'm waiting to see one day. I don't pray for it for Nigeria. But if the khaki boys take over power, the way that Wike go to run, because they're going to look for them.
Yes, no.
If khaki boys take over power at this stage, it go good though, because people are misbehaving. A lot of politicians have turned dictators. They are military boys in uniform, in civilian uniform. Maybe we better need the khaki boys. Who's going to behave like this? Because you can use the instrument of the law. They tell you go to court. They know you will not get justice there. Go to court. Anything you do, go to court. And because you know you're not going to get justice in the court. Who's going to go to court? This practice is bad. The River State has been the most And not people River State. It's Wike. Wike is responsible. I know people don't want to say it. Wike is guilty here. And we need to put him in his right place before he takes this country to where we don't want to be. And those of us in the South, Rivers is a very strategic state to us.
Yes.
Wike is destroying the future of many people in the name of playing politics. At the end of the day, who is benefiting? Is it the people of River State? Is Wike, are you fighting for people of River State? Or you are fighting for yourself? That's the question we ask everybody. What Wike is doing now, is it in the interest of the people? If so, how? Wanna answer me? What is Wike dragging this governor here and there? Of what interest is it for the people, the ordinary man in River State? In fact, he does it with so much impunity. Nobody is talking to him. The president is laughing with him in Abuja. It's shameful. It's shameful. Anyway, the only thing I have to tell you is say time they change. Oh. One day when you are no more in power, they will call you to order. These people are not very good people. They will deal with you. Today is your turn. Enjoy it. That's all I have to say. Well, guys, let's do a roundup of the show. We already 1 hour 31 minutes into the show today. Notice that the Chris they talk too much, so I take you people to where it shouldn't be. But as a summary of what I have to beg is really Nigeria. We talk about the economic emancipation of the Nigerian state, and that can only be done if we decide to work. And we say to work and deal with our realities. I know many of you Christians even agree with the Bible now that any faith without work is what? I know Vivian, you did that off head. I know say you're reverend. So if you have faith, you don't work. So Nigerians have faith without work. The president said Nigeria will be better. How is it going to be better if you're not working? How can you be poor when you have the human and the natural resources? It's not add up for my book. In those days, our forefathers, they used to marry many wives, and they blame them. They have more children. Why? They have more people to help them in the farm. That was why our parents were marrying more wives. And they were successful. Today, we have more children, more labor, and we say the population too much. We need more people in Nigeria. We don't even have enough population. The truth is that the government inability to put our people to work is not equal to the population being too much. We need to deal with this situation seriously. And I hear people talk about the informal sector, which is a unique sector of the Nigerian economy, something the rest of the world don't have. The CNN confessed that the Igbo apprenticeship system is the highest incubator of successful businesses worldwide. The highest incubator of successful businesses worldwide. They did their research correctly. They were in Alaba International Market. What are we doing with it? Is it even part of our scheme? Have we been able to adopt that into our curriculum? No. So we copy everything. We have the presidential system of government, America as it is. Then when we copy America as well, we can't copy the one of Britain. We only copy the wrong things. The bottom line is there's rule of law in all this country. We're going to have a topic on one day. We're going to talk about the rule of law and the so-called democracy. Nigeria practice democracy without rule of law. I say to America and Britain, they don't teach us the right thing. Fella say, if teacher teach something, student make mistake. Teacher must talk so, but you don't talk so. America and Britain, they don't practice the same kind of democracy. Here we have the parliamentary system. There they have the presidential system. But something is common with them. There's rule of law. So democracy is what? Is it how you vote to become president? That's not democracy. It's the process of getting people into power and being accountable to people in the country. In fact, like I'm going to end the story with this today. There are two ways of doing things, people. The God way and the government way. God not go come down and come do certain things for us. That's why I say pay tithe willingly. Government is saying you must pay tax because they're going to do it. They are here. It is a must. It's up to us to choose we want to follow. I know tomorrow night I'm going to go to church. I'm going to not rest. But the same one that go church, the same one that come to work, that go bless. You are not ready to build your community, but you are ready to build a church. And the government, God has given power to the government to rule. I don't understand. The people, God is no more coming. God has given the power to the government.
I beg to cut in, sir. Church and mosque. It's a religious country. Nigeria is a very religious country. So when you put church by the side, I think, sir, you should also include the mosque.
Oh, no, they know. Because I'm talking to a set of people I know to be Christians. Those of you that watch it, they know I don't agree with. So, yeah, Friday, they went there yesterday. The same thing. They impoverish their people in the name of Islam. Islam will never encourage that. Anyway, the same way the church, the Christian religion does not even encourage that. People take advantage of us. But what are people saying is that let us use the time we used to go to the mosque and church to build communities. And even religious leaders should take on that responsibilities. The way we say government should be productive, federal government should be productive, local government, state, universities, churches. Look at Redeem. Imagine how many people Redeem can take out of poverty in a day. In a day. How many people Redeem, if Redeem start to farm, imagine the number of people that will be employed. They have the resources. Then you're telling that the Christians to come and farm. With which money? 33% loan? It's not going to work. Redeem could embark on building. Now they build a village for themselves. They can come into the community and begin to build houses and give to their members. We don't say even give to us. Give to your members that is paying you the money. Make I end my case there. I thank you for joining me. Tomorrow, I thank God I don't go follow and do this show all the time. When I not there, I do nothing. More than pray, I cannot come here because if I did hear that problem, more than no verse. Make we speak. Evelyn, if Nigerian government, if Obodiwo did not change, we go send you, we go bury you to that. Because that's what I do. Because that's all we can do. We'll go take you back. Everybody, you go fit change from this. No, in those days, the way they sacrifice Jesus so that we get salvation, we go sacrifice you. So that nobody will go change from constructing roads.
I will divert his focus from just infrastructure to other sectors.
Thank you, my daughter. You know, we need to be productive. If you ask Obodiwo since you became a governor, sir, no verse, you're my brother. If they ask you since you became governor, how much have you raised for Delta State? You will not be able to answer that question. All you told us is you've not borrowed. They bring you the way you can't borrow before. You see how much we have failed. Any governor will say, I not borrow. The question, how much have you made? Now, wow. So your governor as a job is to just come and spend and borrow before. So the one not borrow pass. Now, Benjamin go end the show. Up to you, Benjamin. What do you have to say? Now your matter will take end down. We'll leave it with you. Because our last contributor say it's a cry for help. We need to cry. Because that would have said that would have said
Cry to God? Cry to God?
To God? God, no. You need to cry to Obodiwo. Obodiwo is the God, is the second God. God, Obodiwo, God don't appoint Obodiwo. Why do they call God again? They disturb God.
No, that decrease. All we have been talking about is the lack of leadership at all levels. We pray to God to give us good leaders at all levels that will change the present scenario. That is what we change the mindset of everybody. If we have a leader,
God will choose our governor for us. When he don't teach us how to choose governor.
No.
We say the way for America choose for us. And wow, they leave God, they're not going to leave God alone. So we still need God to choose governor for us. And one of us, you know, that yesterday when the body were contesting, I saw him. Now, you see, the truth is, until we take this responsibility, we go tell our leaders the truth. You see, Benjamin, if any of us, everybody come out like that, the Christian, notice my mouth not good. If everybody, they say the truth to them, say, instead, make with all of us ask today for paper, say, how much have you made for Delta State since you became governor? Don't tell me how much you have spent. Now, quietly, everybody will be in an uncomfortable situation. Now, question I ask.
At all level. Yes.
Yeah, I start with President Tinubu.
At all level.
Baba don't even know how much they take from the oil. Tinubu, when he get all these resources, but in fact, anybody that is richer than president of Nigeria it doesn't need money. That's how much God has deposited with Tinubu. But Tinubu, what is he doing? He's waiting for oil, or small oil when they come take from the land. You don't know how much they even take come out. The small one they give and I they share. And that's what we're fighting. The next Sunday night, tomorrow we'll go church. May God come help us. And he don't give you Tinubu to do it. In fact, in those days, when God want to help people, what did he do? He sent Moses. Maybe they don't send Tinubu, they don't send Bodiwori. Una not get someone. What do they call God to do again? When the people of Israel were crying, did they cry to God? They cried to Moses. Go and tell God. Let me say they do. I mean, mother help me ask this people when God don't send to us. If they say not because send them, may they come out. You that have the opportunity to serve your country, and you are not. Moses was serving you. These people were called on to serve, and they should serve us well. And they don't have a choice. Like I said, go sacrifice everything. If you don't work, go send it, go send it. But I think we will try it first. We'll send them the first to see what we can do with it. No, we really need to. We pray that our country will begin to move forward. But we really need to ask our leaders. Some of them are not wicked. I don't think Tinubu is wicked. It's just about really trying to ask the most and praising them is killing them. You know, that's the thing I don't understand. You cannot praise stupidity. Any government that cannot really take its time and look at what we need. I have all these children. Like my father had all the children. Nothing to carry them go farm. That person is an idiot. He's not fit to be a father. You understand? Infidel. That's what Bible call him. Sometimes I will say now only Islam they talk of infidel. Infidel they Bible plenty times. You understand? So if you cannot feed your family, you are an infidel. And please, let us not be infidel leaders. Let not be infidel governors. And the only way you're going to not be is not when you share money, sir. If I tell you the money Tinubu is sharing, he doesn't know where it's coming from. The money Oboriwo is share when he do that road, when they show this fine man here, so you don't know where the money comes from. It's by right as a Nigerian. That's why the money comes. Can you imagine? Just because I come from Delta State, that's the money I'm sharing. Not the money I earn. You won't even be able to account for it because you're not earning it. I am here in the UK. When I earn money in a bad way, the way I spend them is different from when I go work.
Wait, you sweat, bro.
Emily, the other way I want to marry you, now I won't make this to identities in the house. If man they work, if they go work, come they take pay diary. It's different from the man when he make money, boom, come pay diary. You know, the one make money, boom, not go value am. But the one when they work now, if I pay diary for this money, if you see when I go do that girl, you can go remind that you know how they work, so I take pay your diary. You understand? It's if the money come, I don't go know the value. You understand? I won't know it. So we really need our government need to. This is down to local government too. Do you know how much local government in your local government? My local government will getting almost 500 million a month. That place, look at where they spend 500 million. 500 million. Our governor security vote make Oboriwo take me go court. It's 2.something billion. We don't go 3 billion now. 3 billion security vote unaccounted for. More than come and go open book for now. I bet go online, say security vote in Nigeria. How much is going to each of the states? Delta State as of 2023 is 2.something billion monthly. So why would that person even bother to work? If you sit down, 2.something billion land, boah. Another one, boah. There's somebody like money you share. Why you go bother? You are God. Obodiwo is like a god, though, if you don't know. That's why if Obodiwo they move, everywhere, if you see the kind of now breeze they fall out. You see, Obodiwo is so strong that when it's moving, no, you guys will not believe. I was in a convention with Okowa. When Okowa was leaving the place, if you see the movement, it was like the place, everything, the grasses were all moving. That's the power of money. So these guys have become gods. We either worship them or we sacrifice people to them. Like I said, we'll sacrifice them first. If you don't work, we'll sacrifice another one. That's why we end the show today. Thank you guys for joining me. We will not do this up to these hours again this time. All right? And I hope we'll do this another time. The weekend is always very, very nasty. When I come next week, we might take a look at the Nigerian education sector, what the Nigerian university should be doing to make more money than they want in the United Kingdom. If the Nigerian, that's why everybody go and do this research. If UK universities are now in Nigeria seeking students, go to every UK university today have offices in Lagos and Abuja recruiting students. Yet Nigerian students, they pay to enter JAM. The Nigerian universities are still waiting for the government to pay from the same oil money. You see, this is the problem. People don't know where the money is coming from. The same small oil money now they go to pay you lecturer when you could have made more money and even given to Tinubu. The money you are asking students to give to you. And the funniest thing is, and this is the poverty that ran it. Do you know now that a lecturer in the United Kingdom earns a minimum of 10 million naira monthly? 10 million. And the university, Nigerian lecturer will be asking, why are you not earning that? It's because your university is not making money. It's not the fault of the government. There's no way the government can get that money from oil. If you want to earn good money, sit down within your university and think how the university will be making money. That's why I end my case. We'll do that more on Monday. Thank you very much, guys. May God help us. And many of the people will hate me now because I said too many things today. When they not like me, when I tell them, they don't put me for this show again, so that the audience will do it. I'll see you guys on Monday. God bless you all. Bye.
Nigeria Week London 2025. It's time to celebrate the pulse of Africa's most exciting nation. Nigeria Week London 2025 is coming to Hippodrome Theatre from July 24th to 26, 2025, showcasing the best in Nigerian arts, music, fashion, and investment opportunities. Whether you're looking to discover the future of real estate, explore Nigeria's culinary masterpieces, or get immersed in an electric Afrobeat performance, this is the event of the year. You can also join us for a film festival, cultural dance spectacles, and the recognition awards. Don't miss out on the business opportunities and cultural experiences waiting for you. Book your tickets now before they're gone on eventbrite.co.uk. Call or text +447 438 893 190 or 080 330 46768 or +447 459 071 747. Visit our website superiorradioandtelevision.com. Nigeria Week London 2025. Srtv. Innovative content.